On a beautiful September morning in Mississippi.
My city. This is home.
It's come a long way, hasn't it?
A long way.
Native Jacksonian Ramona Alexander remembers that other beautiful September day, 10 years ago, the one that changed her life forever.
That day taught me that life, man, it moves very fast and it changes. You know, at a snap of a finger and a blink of an eye. So it's made me a better person.
Alexander, who worked at the Fox affiliate in Memphis at the time, was in New York with a colleague for a series of meetings. They were scheduled to fly back later that day on 9/11.
It was a typical day. We had checked out of the hotel and I had on my suit and I was going to work. We had sales calls to make and it was a beautiful day like today, just gorgeous, and hell broke loose, more or less. When we found out, we literally were getting on an elevator and we saw that a plane had hit a building. But then we began to realize that it was not a freak accident, this was real, and that our lives were changing right before our eyes, and that our lives would never be the same. And I was a part of history, but I wasn't sure if this is the kind of history I wanted to be a part of. We saw the second plane hit, and then we realized, oh my God, what in the hell is happening? And then we started hearing about what was happening in DC and Pennsylvania, and we were in real time watching the story unfold. And it was kind of weird because it was kind of surreal. That, you know, it's like, is this really happening? And I think the real impact was when we saw the towers crumble. And it was like, people were dying, you know? And we were supposed to go back down there that morning to make a sales call in that immediate area. We knew people in those buildings. And we had some of the people that we work with at Fox had family members. And everybody was in a panic mode, tried to find out where everybody was. And then the reality began to set in that people that we knew, people that we loved, people that we had just talked to were gone. The subways had shut down, the cabs were like suddenly disappearing, and you could walk in downtown Manhattan, not just Midtown, downtown Manhattan in the middle of the street, and you didn't have to worry about traffic because they had shut down all the bridges, the tunnels, and everything. And the most eerie part about this was when we saw the fighter planes. And so we're seeing fighter planes everywhere, and you're thinking, oh my God, I'm not going to see my family again. This is it. We're at war. And you got to keep in mind, all this was unfolding very quickly and in real time. So when we were at our worst with our fear, we had no idea that we weren't in the type of war we thought, but we really thought we were at war. We thought we were going to be attacked at any moment. I can't explain what the air was like, but it was different. It was different. But, you know, you felt like you were walking around the Twilight Zone the whole time. It was really surreal.
A packed train to Philadelphia, that city's last rental car, and 2 days later, Alexander and her coworker were finally home in Memphis.
And when I got to my house, I kissed the ground, and then I politely picked up the phone and called my family in Jackson, my mom, and said, I need you guys. And at that point, I lost it. I did. And even now, it's still pretty emotional. Oh gosh, it's like it happened yesterday. People that we knew, that we worked with, died. You know, it leaves you speechless.
After witnessing the horrors of 9/11, Alexander, a devout Catholic, struggled to find some good in all the bad. So much so, she went on to earn a degree in theology and philosophy from St. Joseph's University in Philadelphia.
It has really made me reevaluate my faith, but in reevaluating my faith, it's made me stronger. And it's made me become more open to my family, to my friends, to the people that I work with. I'm much more sensitive. I show that I care. I used to be a person, I didn't show my feelings very much. I show that I care. I look at people every single day. I never walk away. I try, let me rephrase that. I try not to walk away from anybody angry because I don't know if I'm going to ever see them again.
In Jackson, Mississippi, I'm Jim Albritton for Newsocracy.